My name is Michael Gaitan-Flores, and I just recently graduated. I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey. I moved when I was around 7, so technically Michigan is my home state, so Livonia. And I graduated from James Madison with 2 degrees, one in international relations and the other one in political theory and constitutional democracy. It is a mouthful. And I started in the Green Line program, and that's what got me interested in development. Charles Jackson told me there was this new internship program that was starting up, and it said that this is something you should look into. And I said, sure, why not? And at the same time, I was also looking at the Development Associates program. And so right now I am a Development Associate, so I graduated early from the internship program, so I was only an intern for about a month. But my tasks that as a DA continued in line with what I was doing as an intern. So show of hands, how many of you guys know what a special constituency is? Great. I didn't know that when I started. I really didn't. I didn't know what a special constituency was. And when they came to explain to me, yeah, we're going to be dealing with parents, CEOs, and women in these special groups, I was thinking to myself, oh, that's great. Aren't we already doing that? But not really, as I started looking deeper into it, because the 3 areas of concentration, like I mentioned, were C-suite and parents. And so as we have President Simon up there with Eli Broad at the opening of the Broad Museum. And then we have President Simon here saying hello to a couple of parents while they're moving in their kids into college. And so these 2 demographics here are very interesting. What Deanna just passed out to you right now is something that I worked on with Deanna to research other institutions and what they're doing with parents programs. As you can see on there, they have Stanford, UCLA, and other institutions on how they tailor to parents and how they get them to be philanthropic at the very start. And so what Deanna and I asked to do is that to go to certain parents here that are alum who've given a lot to the university and say, what rings out to you? Which one of these programs speaks to you? Or should we do something different? What should we do? And so I thought that was really interesting, going through every single institution, seeing what their initiatives are on that end. And I spent a little bit of time with the C-suite, but then my internship ended, so I had to switch over to other roles. But the next one where I'm going to be concentrating on is women and what that special constituency there. And some of you might be wondering, what does Athena International have to do with Luana K. Simon? It's like, I didn't know. I didn't even know what Athena International was to begin with. And so it's actually a women's international group that works on empowering women and giving them tools to be successful businesswomen and leaders.
Started by an arts and models alum on my
Yes, I was going to say that. Going ahead, but exactly. It was started by an MSU alum here in Lansing. And so it gets us thinking, it's like, why aren't we working with them? This is something that we should be doing. And so actually, this is I'll pass this out later, but these are the award recipients of the Athena Award. We have the provost on here. We have Luana K. Simon. We have Stella Cash. We have a lot of MSU alum and strong women here at Michigan State who have immense leadership power here in the greater Lansing area, even the United States. And so when you look at this list, it's like, wait, we have MSU alum, and then you have this great organization. Why aren't we doing anything together? So here we have a beautiful picture of the Mackinac Bridge. We have 2 peninsulas. We have an upper peninsula and a lower peninsula. And so, we have an upper and lower peninsula. But the thing is that Michigan State is on the lower peninsula, and let's say Athena International is the upper peninsula, and there's a bridge right there. Why aren't we working together? It's already been built. We have alum who've worked really hard to create this and who've said, this is something that we need to do to empower women. And so Melanie McGuire reached out to Sarah Jennings, who is a CPA in Lansing, who she's in charge of the Athena WIN program, which is the business leaders in Lansing who work with Athena. And so we said, we want to talk. We want to see how we can create a partnership. So we set up a couple meetings, and then first initially was small. It's like development. It's like you have to have that first initial interactions, like, let's meet up for coffee, let's talk about this. And within 3 months, we've already had a video conference with a couple people from come to here to Michigan State just in August 1st and talk about what can we do with students and bringing Athena to the students, because there's a conference actually going to be this in September. It's going to be September 25th to 27th. Martha Mertz says, I want to bring it back to Lansing. It's the 35th anniversary, and it's going to be in the Lansing Center. And what we are trying to do in IGU is, how can we get students who want to be involved with this to that conference? You know, there's so much programming there that it's amazing. And so we've been making meetings saying, can we have a table at your event? How can we sponsor you? How can you help us? And so we were just on a phone call yesterday with Deanna and I talking to University of South Florida. And we asked them, they have an enormous program for students that connects them with the leaders of Athena in Florida with them. And it says, we want to bring this to Michigan State. So we're saying, who do we need to contact here at Michigan State? The business school, social science, or just anyone in general. And so we're going to have students go to this conference, and hopefully they get ignited, and they see that this is something they want to do. And so I'm thankful that I'll be here this next year as a DA, because I want to see this program through. Because I've seen how much they've done for the community and how much they empower women, and not only women, but men also. And saying, like, this is something that we can work on together. So even though my internship was only a month, my internship is going to continue this whole year, as I will forever be Deanna's intern. But yeah, that's what I did. That's just a small portion. I can't wait to see